Good morning there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today we're going to be working on a little project here at the house today. We're going to be recoating, resealing our asphalt driveway. So guys, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I get this done. It might be a little different than some people do it, but I'm going to show you the way I do it. I'll show you all the tools that I use and all the products that I'm going to use. So stay tuned. Okay guys, let's take a quick look at the driveway that we're going to be working on today. This is my driveway, and it's been several years since I actually put a coat of sealer on this thing, and I've kind of let it get in some rough shape. Actually right over here I've done a repair where I actually cut out a section of the asphalt that was pushed up from a tree root, and I dug down. I dug it down about 3 inches deep and poured me some concrete flush with the asphalt. So we're going to coat that sealer right over top of that, and hopefully you won't even notice that. Right up in here we had to do the same thing. As you can see, we have a little repair here, but we cut us a little line between that and the concrete. That's where the power people had to repair a electrical line here about a year ago. You guys, here's the driveway. It's a double width driveway all the way down to the road. I've already got it marked off with some caution tape to keep anybody from accidentally pulling in here while I'm waiting on this stuff to dry. So let's take a look at the tools that we will be using today and the supplies. Okay guys, yesterday I spent just about the whole day really cleaning this driveway really good with my pressure washer. I highly recommend, if you don't own a pressure washer, to at least rent one to do this job here, because that's going to be the secret to getting all the dirt out of the cracks and everything, to where your sealer is going to soak down in there and adhere properly. Okay, big thing to have is a pressure washer. And actually I'm going to run the pressure washer back over it one more time this morning and then let it dry, and I'll probably start recoating this afternoon. But here's all the tools and equipment, or let's talk about the supplies first. I went by a home improvement store. I got this brand of Latexite driveway filler sealer, airport grade. Okay, it's about $22 per 5 gallons, so it's not very expensive, and that's what we're going to put down today. We're going to get one good even coat down over this whole driveway today, and we'll talk about what we'll do at a later date. And some of the things that we're going to do at a later date is we're going to go back in and go back over our cracks that our sealer does not fill in with this crack filler. Okay, and they also make this pasty type stuff in a little tub. If you have some really bad cracks, you can smear that on with a putty knife. I haven't purchased any of that yet, but I think I got a few spots I'm probably going to end up doing that way. Now we do have a cordless drill. We got our battery charging right now, and we've got this big paint mixer here that we are going to pop the lid on each one of these buckets and get these stirred up real nicely before we even get started. Now guys, some people will use a squeegee to squeegee out this material. I've done this, like I say, one time before. It's been many years ago, but I found that a roller worked better for me, and I get the widest roller that I can get, which is an 18. You know, that's a pretty common one you can find in your home improvement store. And here's what the roller looks like, and I get one with a 3/4 inch nap. Okay, so that'll go into some little nooks and crevices pretty good. That's the way I like to do it. I like to roll it on. You got areas where you want it to go down into some cracks, like right over in here. You can see these cracks here. You can sit there and roll it back and forth, and you can really get it to force itself down inside there. That's one of the reasons I like doing it with a roller. And you get, I think, a little bit thicker coat, or a more even coat than you do when you try to squeegee it on. So guys, that's the way I do it. You can feel free to try it my way, or do like most people and do it with a squeegee. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing pressure washed again, and we will set the camera up and do some filming today, so stay tuned. Okay guys, I got my pressure washer hooked up and bleeding out. We're getting ready to run the pressure washer over this driveway one more final time this morning, just to get any more dirt off of there as we can, so we get good adhesion with our sealer. So we're going to do that right quick, and then hopefully get this thing dried out and get it coated later today. Alright folks, hey, we got everything pressure washed the second time, and believe it or not, a good bit of dirt come off that second time. I'm glad I've done that. So now we're going to go ahead and get our blower, and we're going to fire it up, and we're going to help the drying process along. We're going to go around and blow off some big puddles and stuff like that just to help it while we're waiting on the sunlight to do the rest of the job for us. So stay tuned. Alright folks, it's been about an hour and 15 minutes. Looks like my driveway is actually getting pretty dry, just right down there at the street a little bit. Looks like there's a little dampness, but I think that'll be gone here shortly. I've got the buckets of sealer sitting out in the sun, just kind of warming up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get my drill and my mixer. I'm going to open up each one of them and go ahead and give them a good mixing, and we're going to start laying this stuff on here. Okay guys, we're getting ready to get started on this. I'm going to take one of these buckets all the way to the other end of the driveway. I'm going to start down there near the road and head this way, and that way I will never block myself in from up here around my garage, and I can do all my wash up and clean up here in the backyard. So I think that might be the smartest thing for me to do. Now, the fact that I'm using a roller method, it makes it easier for me to do that. If you were using the squeegee method, you know, it works a little better if you're going downhill. And so you definitely probably want to start on this end, but I'm going to start down there near the road and work this way. So guys, we'll do this on a time-lapse video, and hopefully you enjoy watching it. Notice I got an 18-inch roller here. That's what we're going to try to put it down with a 3/4 inch nap. We've got an old 4-inch brush here that we're going to use to maybe, if we need, to get around the edges and stuff really tight. And we got 3 5-gallon buckets here, and hopefully we got enough to get all this done. If we don't, we can run back up to the store. I've got my truck out in the front yard, and I can drive across the ditch and head to the Home Depot if I need to. So stay tuned guys, and we'll get this done. Guys, let me show you what we're doing here right quick. This is going to take a little while. As you can see, I'm taking this 4-inch brush and I'm going around these edges here, and it's actually soaking in a good bit of material. It was down here near the end of the driveway. I had to have some new asphalt put down here a while back. It's really porous, so it's taking it in, but I'm soaking it really good. So we'll go ahead and finish cutting this up, cutting this in with a 4-inch brush around the outskirts of this, and then we'll start showing you the rolling on the time-lapse video. So stay tuned. Hey folks, we took a little break, ran back up to the home improvement store because we ran out of our sealer. We got 4 more containers of it, and we're going to continue on. We got about a third of the way done down there, and we're getting ready to get started back. But one thing I wanted to tell you, I'm going to change up now. I bought a 14-inch roller 7/18 so that I could actually use my little paint tray here that I have for a 14-inch roller. I think it's going to be easier for me to be able to just pour it into there and roll it out just like you'd roll paint. And I'm going to give that a try here for the next little bit, see how that works. So let's get going. Okay guys, hey, we're about 2/3 done, maybe even a little further than that. We're wrapping it up here, so I think we're actually into our 4th 5-gallon container of the sealer. So we're going to keep on rolling and hopefully get this job done real soon. It's taking a little longer than I thought. I'm ready for this day to be over with. Alright guys, hey, the job is complete today. We have finished putting the coated sealer on this driveway. It took 5 5-gallon containers of the sealer to do this job today. Alright guys, that just about wraps everything up for this video. It's been a couple hours since I got done doing this. As you can see, it looks pretty good, looks better than it did before. We still have some cracks and stuff in it. I'm going to go back and try to fill that with some crack filler and actually recoat this thing again with sealer, hopefully before winter time. Okay, so I want to have some good protection, try to make this driveway last a little longer, make this driveway great again is what I want to do. But anyway guys, thanks for watching the video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will tell you this, it was quite a job, and I had that stuff all the way up my arms and everything, but I will tell you this, it does wash off easy when you take a shower. So it wasn't too bad. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.